Like I found this shit just off some fly shit, to be honest. It almost made me like feel like a kid.
How's
just
the?
throwing shit up.
Yeah,
But
no.
I had to like really get like stretched before I did the shit though. No cap.
What?
Yeah, bro.
For real?
I did legs that day.
Oh, this guy.
The coolest shit about it is like, however they stack this shit. I mean, I'm somewhat trustworthy of it, but at the
Oh,
same
bro,
time, I
these.
feel like it slide at any moment.
No way, bro. No.
Slide my ass off this and have to surf this
Like
bitch down.
No way. These are cinder block. These are concrete blocks, and they got rebar.
Oh, these are probably
This is what
the
they use.
foundation was on.
See this right here? This is rebar.
Yeah, this. Oh shit! I think we're sitting inside the fucking foundation. Cause look, container walls right there. You might be sitting inside this motherfucker.
Might be.
I wonder what this fucking was though. Whatever it's gonna be, they're gonna knock this shit out. Probably put up some like storage facility or something.
Yes.
Cash cow ass property. Ugh.
It's probably gonna be something like that. Should we get the zoom?
Huh?
Should we get the zoom angle? Nah, it'll zoom once we edit it.
That's what I'm saying. Next time we can bring the other tripods here.
Yep.
And then we can get vertical, and that maybe could be zoomed in.
Hey, when'd you start saying ski?
I don't know.
You like that
I
one
say it a
dude.
lot.
Yeah, you do. You like that one dude. Brodier! I'm cooler! I'm cooler, bro! Yeah. That dude's funny,
Hey,
man.
Foolier. Hey, Foolier.
Foolier.
You a loser. But when you got the ER and then you throw an ER on top of that, that's some diabolical shit, bro.
I think, you know what? I think what he does is,
Cooler.
I think he just leaves it. I think he's smart enough to leave it. Like,
You might know,
Like-
translation-wise, there's no need to.
right.
Nah, but what's good, fam? You know what I'm saying? We back with Humanity's Last Hope. We're doing something different. My guy just moved.
Shooting on location. Yeah, we moved. I moved out of the original studio, and so we had to find a secondary location just because, you know, life happens and you know, so that's how it goes.
But the crazy shit is, we always planned on doing this type of stuff anyway.
Yeah.
We wanted to shoot on site with just like raw ass situations like this. He said that we got the touch of vegetation behind us. We got water tanks. We got the Teenage Mutant Ninja TMNT tanks right here, and just cinder
It
blocks.
feels like a Fallout scenario, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
So we were thinking about doing warehouses and just abandoned locations, and then this is gonna be the first one. We don't know how long we'll be able to do it. They're in rezoning, so I think we got time. Zoning out here takes a bit, so.
There is a tractor, there is a dump truck over there. What do you call that? That's a whatever that is.
Shit.
Piece of heavy machinery over there. So I imagine
We could do some shit on that too. Fuck.
that is,
That's probably what they use to clear this motherfucker.
and they leave it. That's crazy how they just leave
They
it.
probably own it, so that's probably why they left it. And ain't nobody pulling in here taking this bitch up. Like, damn.
I know
This is a
what.
cool neighborhood, so ain't nobody doing that stupid shit.
Yeah, we might like do a quick sweep. Actually, that's what we'll do. As we're talking about it, we'll record some B-roll of just us sweeping the area. That way
that'd be
people
cool.
can see what we're talking
That'd
about.
be cool. But we came out this bitch early too, because it's gonna be a hot day.
Yeah, it's already 90 degrees, but luckily we're in the shade, so we're just kind of kicking it, chilling.
And we wanted to. This was originally what we wanted to do with Humanity's Last Hope. When it came down to it, we wanted to be not only just real conversation, but we want to have it in just unrealistic places. Real combo in unrealistic places. And
I mean, this place is realistic.
it is, but it's unrealistic to be shooting a video podcast for sure. But at the same time, we get to enjoy like
We get to be outside. That's the best part about it.
being outside. Is
He was
really-
concerned with sweating. I was like, bro, who cares? I was thinking to myself, he was like, turn the truck on, bro, for another 30 seconds, because we might need it. I'm like,
We might need the AC for a tad bit longer.
all right, it's like, what am I sitting with Laura right now? Like, come on now.
But at the same, because bro, I cherished a little bit of what do you call it, AC vibe. To be honest with you. But today's episode is more so just really me and him catching up with you guys, what we got going on and shit like that, and you know, what the latest is.
The latest? Yeah. Let's start with you, man. What's going on?
So I was trying to get Dorian a haircut to a barber, but he wants a Puerto Rican. So if there's any Puerto Rican barbers in the Dallas area
Or Dominican.
holler at my guy. He needs it tough. Very bad.
I would say tough.
Real badly.
I would say tough. I'm just, the time between haircuts is longer.
The mustache has to be what you call trimmed or something. Like something has to happen to where the mustache
Nah, it's
makes
not
sense.
curling over the lip yet.
it's getting wildy.
Now, when it starts curling over the lip, then it's time for a trim. It's not at that point yet.
What do you call that shit? When you hedge bushes,
Trimming them,
is it
hedging
trim?
the bush.
Oh, okay. Maintain them, whatever it may be. But if you're in the area, I like my guy. But there's a few things problem with us. You know, we got some samples coming in today, or if not Monday. Excited
Beautiful.
about those. AKZ, sponsored by the way. Anime Kills. ANIM the number 3. KILLZ. Follow us on Instagram.
And we got the fire
Yes.
stuff coming out right now. Is stuff you're not gonna see,
Yeah, you're not gonna see this
in a
thing.
lot of different places.
Most people are doing just cut and paste merch and shit like that. I'm trying to elevate it a little bit.
Yeah, these are actual lines. Like this is so we have the summer line coming out to be a bit more specific.
We got something
Designed by yours truly.
Yes.
And so, I mean, the designs are flawless. The material is flawless. The fit is perfect. So once you guys put these on, once they touch skin, once it's out and in the wild, out and about, you're going to turn heads. You're going to get compliments. It's going to go with everything you have in the closet because we've got a nice color path. Excuse me. We got a nice color palette coming through. We've got some vibrancy to the line. It's fun, it's fresh, so you guys be on the lookout for that. And like Aaron said, follow us at the Anime Kills page on
that's something we're
Instagram.
probably gonna have to talk about today too. Not necessarily a video, but just really like our game plan for content and shit like that. I want us to do something cool, different. We talked about those 3 stages, or what is it,
Three tiered? Yeah.
content.
Yeah.
And I want this shit to be kind of entertaining, but not overly complicated. You know what I mean?
Nah, I'm just kind of looking forward to making mistakes.
The stakes are still low as fuck, by the way, in case you were wondering. So we just coming in, just putting ourselves out there, accepting any and all rejection, and any and all love. We did. So
I like that. I like that.
I've been really thinking about a lot of the designs that we're planning on doing, the things that I want to implement, and when it comes down to it, it's just so much to get out there and putting it all in just kind of one fucking launch is really difficult. So, and then also dealing with manufacturers has not been an easy thing, battle for sure.
It's not.
And
you know what? Let's put this out there in the universe because I think that it needs to be. Because we're an American company and we're starting a clothing line, I know there has to be some Americans out there starting a American manufacturing business who wants to do business with us. So if there's anybody out there like that, please tap us in because we don't want to do business with China.
Yeah, it's been a drag.
A hassle.
A hassle like a motherfucker. But we want to make sure we're bringing some quality shit. So that's been, first and foremost. So that's causing it to be quite expensive, even for China. You know what I'm saying? So once we get this process down, this train rolling, really it's just our whole point of this is having some shit that we can rock, having some shit that we can
at the least,
at the very least.
You know what
I'm saying? Lowering that stakes, and then just having some shit that we can claim. You know what I mean? So that's really what I'm about right now. I feel all of my designs are dope. Whether other people are feeling them is not my concern. It's just more so getting out there and feeling good about it.
Yep.
But outside of that, man, really just. Oh, I went into contract, bro, for that 512 property.
Oh, let's get it.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
I'm excited about that shit, but I'm trying to figure out the whole capital outlay type of situation to make sure.
Thought you already had it figured out.
So slight. So I have the first stage, but I'm getting to the point now where I can't put any more properties in my name. I have to do LLC only because it's just getting exceptionally harder to get qualified. Once you get to a certain amount, the shit gets really ridiculously difficult. These niggas want birth certificates, fucking DNA, grandma, your auntie's dead. They want all types of shit at this point. So getting to a point where it's now they're in LLCs is kind of where I'm trying to transition to. But I've been excited about this one because, bro, this is the one from earlier in the year. So we went into contract the first time.
I know.
The seller was not coming down on price, so we just said, fuck it, we'll just stall them out. Stalled him out a little longer, a couple months, and then he did come down in price again. Not to the exact point that we wanted him to, but shit, can't win all battles, so he said fuck it, we'll still go forward with the deal. And it's still a solid deal. You know what I'm saying? My goal is to at some point rock with some group homes, bro. But did some research, some digging, is on it and everything. And this one can't be a group home specifically because there's already a daycare on the same block on the opposite side,
Ah,
less than 500 feet away. Stipulation.
yep,
So
yep.
that was a downer. However, I do plan on, eventually moving into the group home space. The numbers are phenomenal as fuck. However, the litigation is crazy as shit. Shout out to my mama for getting licensed in it. So at some point, I do plan on getting into that. That's kind of where my head is at. And then, to be honest, bro, this is what I really wanted to talk to you about. So I'm struggling tough with like, and I think we talked a little bit about this before, just like privately and shit. It's really just building shit and doing shit with other people, right?
Mm.
Like, you'll hear a lot of people in the black community, or a lot of people that build shit up, that actually like own shit, or that actually are creating shit. Say like their family, friends, or their inner circle are not going to be like really the first to jump in. It's really once the other 10 in that everybody else jumps in. And so, what my mentality is, I'm like trying to I guess connect with people to like build some shit. Like how we're doing this with Anime Kills, how we're doing this at HLH.
Mm-hmm.
And my struggles is like I'm not necessarily receiving everybody's not receiving me the same. You know what I'm saying? Like how I would receive somebody. So dealing with that shit has been tough.
Yeah.
And and this would probably be some shit you help me out with. So like in situations situations where I'm
Let it out.
in situations where in situations where don't let them play me. I wasn't crying by the way. In situations where what I'm saying I'm hitting a wall. I have to pivot. You know what I mean? I have to change my strategies, change like my lead source, whatever the fuck it may be. So I've been all the way to just cold calling owner operators in the area type shit, just to kind of build relationships that way. I've been stalling out on that because honestly, just probably personal insecurities. Got a few like people that just don't got time, so I kind of like throttled it down, bitch down is what I would call it, and I need to boss up in this situation, and just really, bro, like, cause you're a businessman, you meet a lot of different people. I seen how you moved in Muskogee with everybody down to the mayor knowing you and shit like that. Like, I'm just trying to figure out how to foster those relationships, bro, because my goal is to like build this shit with other people like family, friends, but like not a lot of our people are in the position to do it financially, mentally, or in some cases spiritually. So it's not on their heart to do it. I gotta be like, damn, okay. So nobody believes in it like I'm believing in it. Where the fuck do I turn to, right? So I'm stuck at that kind of like pass.
Well, I mean, the best part about it is that you have convinced yourself,
Yeah, that's true.
so you're already bought in. So that's not the problem.
Sometimes it's the toughest thing to do too, if you think about it.
Sometimes it's tough to maintain, but
Yeah.
it's, when you're convinced of your own dream, it's not. So, I mean, as far as that goes, I think you're good. I think, just continue to do what you're doing. People will come. I think you widen your scope a little bit and allow more people.
How do you typically deal with rejection? Because that's all. Like ultimately, that's what it comes down to, right? Like, not just the fear of rejection, but just being rejected. How do you typically deal with that shit?
Yeah, you just got to look at it as it's not a no, it's just not right now.
Man, that's that's a motherfucking word too. Because as soon as like you up and it's going crazy, then that's when people are bought
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
That is
And then
just
it's already too late,
it's, yeah.
It's already too late for them to buy in,
There's
So I
something in
felt,
that video, bro, that shit sticks in my head.
what's
When
that?
they knock. He said something along, and I'm paraphrasing the fuck out of it. Um, it's they don't jump in or they're not convinced until the first 10 are convinced, and by that point, you already got the motion. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right, like I said, by that point it's too late,
Yeah.
So I just think you have to lean more into what you got going on and be even more you have to be even more gregarious and outspoken about what you're doing. You have to double down on everything from your rhetoric down to your business, you know, like you are convinced that the plans that you have are going to work, and then that's all that needs to be done. And so now just be at the point where, okay, well, you know, kind of what we talked about when I had my little rant about my plans.
Uh-huh.
Remember the last podcast when we did the podcast episode with the interview with me?
Yeah.
You just have to be like, okay, look, this is what I got going on. This works. I'm a top tier, you know what I'm saying, and what I do.
Uh-huh.
And if you don't see that, well, fuck you.
You talking about that youth thing, right?
Yeah. But I'm making it like now.
Oh yeah, catch me up on that shit, cause I know you.
Well, let me finish saying what I gotta say about you. So, you know, yeah, bro, just be like, yeah, look, this is what I got going on, and you're a fool if you don't invest, pretty much. And so I think you may be downplaying some of your accomplishments because, you know, you see other people are at a position where where you think you should be. You know, you have to understand sometimes people have, sometimes, not all the time, you know, I'm sure there's a lot of savvy investors out there that do very well. But, you know, sometimes people have a facade up. So I think you might want to get better at reading people. That could be a skill that you could develop is, you know, get better at reading people, get better at interpreting what people say and reading body language and stuff like that. And it'll, you know, help you avoid a lot of, and that was my thing, you know. You know, you mentioned a little bit about the success that I had where I was at, you know, in Muskogee. That's because it came down to, you know, aligning myself with the right people. You know, I didn't waste my time with people that, you know, seemed to be one way and were another. You know, I'll give you an example. I won't name names, but, you know, there was this guy I was trying to connect with. He operated this business that supplied, like porta potties and things like that for construction sites, you know, big.
Waste management type shit?
No, not waste management. I mean, in a way, yes, but not, you know, so let's say they were like, there was a construction site and they were building this, you know, skyscraper or whatever, just as an example. Mm-hmm. Well, they would need for their workers porta potties and, you know, other facilities for them because they're going to, be there 8-10 hours a day. Yeah. Well, you know, this guy, you know, I was talking to him and, you know, sold him a bunch of boots and whatever. And, you know, he was talking a big game and doing this and doing that. And, you know, I was like, cool, man, let's connect. You know, like I'm trying to get, you know, make connections with people and, you know, see where we can help each other out, et cetera, et cetera. I was pitching him to see if we can get some boots, you know, see if I can be like the boot provider for him and his, be a supplier. Well, come to find out, this guy was just all talk, and how I figured that out was because the next day I sold him like $600 worth of boots. The next day he returned it all, but he didn't even come in and do it. He sent somebody else in and did it. You know? So
he was just kind of.
So he wasn't the guy. Yeah, he wasn't the guy. You know, he was just a wolf ticket guy.
Gotcha.
You know, he was just wolfing. So, you know, that was an example. So, and I kind of knew that just because, you know, sometimes when people are too eager, you know, to speak and people are too eager to kind of champion their own accomplishments and stuff like that, you know, it's kind of a red flag to me just because, okay, you know, unsolicited, I should say, you know, and so that's kind of the type of individual he was. And that should be a big red flag for you, you know. Not always the case, but, you know, sometimes it is. So I would just be a better, you know, improve your EQ, you know,
What's EQ?
EQ is your, like IQ is intelligence quotient.
Yeah.
EQ is emotional quotient. So it's like, get
Oh,
better
so
at,
like reading that
yeah,
type of
get
shit.
better at reading people and body language and interpreting what people say, reading between the lines. I'm not a pro at it, but it's something I work on
Got you.
all the time.
Women
And
do that really well. And honestly, I usually uh, don't pay attention to that type of shit. But that's actually a good idea, because I assume good intent, or you know what I'm saying, like the
yeah,
person's going. I always assume the person's gonna move like me,
bingo.
and I always fuck that up. Like
Yeah.
I always think like speaking to anybody or moving with anybody, they're gonna ultimately move like how I would,
Right.
and not everybody's the same like that. Some people
Yeah,
just like
not
talking about doing shit.
not everybody does. Yeah,
Some
not
people like
everybody
talking
is
about doing
ready to
shit.
take action or are willing to, you know, and it could be, some people are just, some people already.
When the time comes to take action, a lot of motherfuckers just sit there and then, you know what I'm saying, dumbfounded. Like they
Yeah,
didn't say that they was down to do it 2 seconds ago.
for one reason or another, fear is a big one.
And it's cool, like, and I don't understand why people do that shit, bro. It's cool if you can't do it. If you don't, or you're not interested in doing it, just say that though.
Yeah, people respect you a lot more. It's like,
Just
look,
say
man, I'm
that
just
shit.
not in a position, or I'm not ready to do that. I mean, it sounds cool. I mean, here's how I can help. I can't help that way, but here's how I can help. So it's just, because people, I mean, I don't know. I can't really say like, oh, people this, people that. People have their own motivations. It's really hard to determine why someone does something and someone doesn't.
The way they do.
Yeah. So
That makes sense. That makes sense. And then you were gonna,
yeah, man.
you gonna catch me up on that.
Yeah. So I mean, it's still really in the formulation process. I am just kind of getting everything planned out. Is it recording?
Yeah, I'm just making sure that the light's not fucking with the frame.
Oh, okay.
That's all good.
Yeah, man, getting everything planned out. Yeah, I'm the type of person, like, I'm more of a planner than anything, and so I plan and then I take action. So I'm trying to switch that. Yeah, I'm trying to switch that around though,
Oh, you want to be more
Yeah, I take action. Don't get me
trial
wrong.
by fire type of vibe?
Yeah, I'm trying to move into that, into more of that space. So, now that I've got the move situated and, Fort Worth is really where it's going to be planted. I thought it was going to be Dallas, but, I got the baby on the way.
And it's still a possibility. It just depends on how y'all.
It could sprawl out to be that.
It's still early
Yeah.
stages. Regardless, still Dallas is still like hop, skipping away. You know what I mean?
It's not far. No, it's not far.
It's not far at all.
It's not far. Eventually, in a year, because we're gonna move again in a year. So, when we buy our house, so it just, we could end up in Dallas again. It's just with the baby, being close to family is more important at this point. Yeah.
And I like that you said it too, because I see you as a heavy strategist, heavy strategy.
Yep.
Like you measure 10 times, you cut, once or twice type of vibe.
Yeah.
And I know you're the type too. Once you get comfortable with something, you hit like a certain standard with something that you got going on. You want to shift shit up, just like working out. You're saying you shock your system by doing it differently. You can't do the same movements every single time you expect to get growth over.
Right.
You might get growth, but it might be in that just one section or one area. I find like same thing with, I take a lot of fitness things into account when it comes to like my day-to-day shit, I guess, my how I move and how I groove, and the ones and twos, right? So for me, I switch up the workout every 3 weeks. That gives me the soreness I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? The growth that I'm looking for, well-rounded in all the areas.
The exclamation point. Yeah.
With the 2 exclamation, really.
Doo-doo.
And so I see, like, if you were to, switch shit up and kind of just take action and then see where
excuse me. Thank
see
you.
where things go, how that could be beneficial. But you're always going to take calculated action.
Yeah, I always take, I'm not
calculated.
I'm not paralyzed by inaction,
Analysis paralysis.
Right, that's not me. Like, I take action. It's just I'm switching to more immediate action.
Quicker.
Yeah, because I want things to move faster.
I respect that.
So I think where I'm going to start with that is, now that I've moved, I'm going to jump in and do some volunteer work. I'm going to start training people again. And then, yeah, you know, and so, yeah, and just look to build and just look to see where it evolves. After that, you know, I'm going to shift, you know, I had to realize, okay, you know, what gives me life, what gives me energy? I'm always thinking about health. I'm always thinking about working out. I'm always thinking about performance. And then I'm always thinking about sharing and teaching people. So that's where it's going to start. And then where it evolves, you know. Yeah. And again, keeping the stakes low. Like, I'm not going to, you know, I probably won't charge a whole lot. I might even just do it for free. But, you know, I want to get in with one of these schools and just, you know, get some volunteer work under my belt just so I can see what that feels like and see what it's like to actually help somebody, you know.
The field that you're gonna be helping is gonna be pure physical strength, or is it gonna be like?
Nah, it's gonna be that. It's gonna be just like performance overall, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's gonna be like flexibility, mobility, you know, explosion, things like that, and then, you know, we'll move into more of the mental thing, the mental aspect. So I really think like, and I don't know if I want to work with athletes. I don't think I want to work with athletes. I don't want to move into that space. I was in that space, and, you know, I think there's a lot of help for athletes already. You know, I want to do it for people who are, like what we talked about, you know, some from the marginalized groups.
Not just the unsung, not unsung. What do you call them?
Just those quiet kids,
the
man.
forgotten folks, the people that's in the back.
Yeah, the people.
Like
you know, it's like you look at them and you just see untapped talent. You know, untapped potential. You know, so that's what I'm looking for. You know, and so, you know, I'm gonna put together my resume, and then I'm gonna, you know, go to some of these schools and tell them, hey, look, you know, this is what I got going on. This is what I've been doing. Mm-hmm. You know, would love to start something with, you know, doesn't have to be great, or it doesn't have to be
like a grand thing.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a grand thing. It could be, you know, 30 minutes a day after school, hour after school, you know, and then just document it. And then iterate, just get better and better. And then build my skills along the way, you know. So I'm considering going back to school, you know, just so I can, for the simple fact, one, you know, expand my knowledge base and add credibility through a degree through one of these, you know, universities out here. So, yeah, man. And then just and then eventually, you know, I do a year of that, distill down the content and what I write, and then see if somebody wants to hire me to speak about it.
Okay. And
then just roll. And so I plan on connecting. I'm taking the reps. Reps. Yeah. And so I plan on connecting with some speakers out there in Fort Worth, and you know, hone that skill. You know, kind of what I started, and just, yeah, because that's that's what I want to do. You know, we talked about this. Yeah. You know,
and I really love that vision for you, bro. Building like your childhood self.
That's it, man. Yeah.
A lot of people find like a purpose in it. It always goes back to childhood.
Healing the inner child, right? Yeah, bro.
And that's like, you know, what you're gonna be what you didn't have growing up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, and I'll tell you what, you know, like, unfortunately, you know, and this is something personal I haven't spoken about, but, you know, my dad wasn't around when I was younger at all. I never met my dad in person, even to this day, 34 years old. But we reconnected a few years ago. I've got a stepsister, and so back when I was like 18, we kind of found each other. I always knew I had a stepsister. My mom told me her name, but never met her. I was 18, and MySpace, recommended friends. She popped up, shot our friend request, messaged her. Hey, I think you're my sister. What's your dad's name? Larry. Yep. Okay, we're brothers and sisters. Solidified, that was good. Well, about 6 years ago, 6-7 years ago, I reached out to her. I was like, hey, you got dad's number? And so she shot it to me. I reached out. We connected. Everything was going good. But you know, it just kind of fizzled out. Like, I invited him on my last Europe trip. Yeah. Never reached back out. Hasn't returned my calls. Hasn't returned my texts. So I'm just like, okay. And, you know, I'm not hurt by it or anything.
Yeah, at
You
this
know,
point.
at this point, I'm just like, you know, whatever. But so I'm just trying to be like somebody like that, somebody like what I needed, you know, to some of these other people.
Yeah, it's gonna have some powerful impact.
You know, you know.
I think that drives a lot of purpose for me too. Is not only building what I didn't have as a kid and young adult, but
Yeah.
being that for like other people, inspiring. You know what I'm saying? Them to achieve what we seen in fucking all the animes we watched when we was kids.
Telling you, man.
That shit is like the ultimate goal, is to be able to surpass your not humanity, but your human ability to quit or be defeated. Like any and everything can be achieved at that point. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy? And I agree with you on that point 100%. You kind of touched on it. The crazy thing is like, it's all a game of stamina. Like this whole thing, like everything. Yeah, like it's all stamina. It's all mental fitness, you know? It's your mental fitness and your stamina. Like how long can you suffer to get to the goal? How long can you sacrifice?
Can you delay that time?
Yeah, right? It's not about instant gratification. How long can you delay gratification to get to the goal? You know?
And you know what's crazy too? I was just thinking about this the other day, bro. A lot of the shit too, you know, that is put out there, preached by some of the greatest minds, right? You know, we also hear that delayed gratification, that you know, that time horizon, pushing out, you know, doing what's hard now to, you know, do what's easy later type of thing.
Yeah.
There's just the mentality behind it. But I just want people to know too, that doesn't mean you have to suffer that whole time. Because I know constantly that that's preached, and it seems more like suffering than it does like revelation, or that it does like enjoyment or conquering victory, shit like that. And to be honest with you, like there's shit that I would rather spend my money on than you know, samples, fucking mortgages,
Yeah.
bills, and utility, like
Right.
all this other shit that I'm
Right.
responsible for.
Yep.
You know, or that I want to put my money into for like later stability. 100%. I wanted a C8 for fucking like since the bitch came out. I had one when motherfuckers wasn't even known yet, type shit. And
Yeah.
but I know like I can't fucking buy no $80,000-$90,000 car when I didn't even own a $90,000 house at the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like what
Yeah.
the fuck I look like?
Yeah.
Most of these goofy ass people online, really. But my thing about it is
Stunting and fronting.
Yeah.
Yep.
And whatnot. But my thing about it really is just it's not really like I feel good about owning this shit. I feel good about getting things. It feels good to finish stuff, even if, and trust me, this shit does come. Even if it didn't turn out how the fuck you expected it, a lot of fucking things you just sit there and stare. Like, bro, I stare at one of these houses every fucking day. I see these like imperfections, bro. Every day. Living in that bitch every day, I see imperfections that I allowed to occur throughout the process of me getting it built. GCing and shit. It's just, it's a reminder that next time I got to be more detailed. Next time I got to be more on top of it. Next time I got to stop taking people at their fucking word. And
oh my God, bro!
Like as if they me, bro. And I to be honest with you, going through that project, I feel like changed me in a manner that I think needed to be changed, because on the other side of that shit, no cap, bro. Like I'm no longer for the fucking like you or me type of vibe. Like, no, motherfucker, I need you to abide by this because I don't know you. And even if I do know you, I need to still abide by. Like, there's respects in that. There's structure in that. You know what I mean? Like, for us doing business, there's structure behind it. We have letters. We have documentation showing that you tapped into Anime Kill, showing that you're gonna tap into the real estate. Like, we're gonna document the shit only out of respect, because when it comes down to it, if a motherfucker's not about their structure, their situation, like seriously, then they gonna give you that like kind of, you know, word of mouth. And there's not a lot of people that can do napkin contracts, napkin business.
No.
I mean, I wish I could with some folks, you know, but not a lot of people can do that type of shit. And and it just kind of it almost hardened you a little bit. Keep it a stack.
Yeah.
It did for a bit, but I feel like it was necessary too for me to be more. I mean, when you lose enough money behind some shit, you're gonna be more fucking strategic,
Oh yeah,
more
you have to.
methodical.
Yeah,
Did I
no.
get it? Methodical.
Huh?
Methodical. What the
Methodical?
fuck?
No, you had it the right
Oh, I
time.
had it.
You had it the
Methodical.
first time, but I don't think it was the.
I'm just gonna do the dot dot dot. You know what I'm talking about?
All
Because
right.
I can't get that word. I can be more strategic about the shit to where it comes out how it's fucking intended to. And the crazy shit is too. I reach out to my own peoples a lot of times that are in the game, that are doing certain things, and I'm realizing too that I'm gonna probably get help from somebody that I don't fucking recognize. You know what I mean? Like that's in development, that's behind multifamilies. I'm probably gonna like getting a handout, not a handout, but what do you call that shit? Like not a hand, what the fuck is it called?
I mean, you said.
Companionship,
Yeah.
or communion with cats that don't look like you.
What do you mean that don't look like you,
That don't look like you. Like that aren't black, that aren't
bro?
young, that aren't
Bro.
urban, whatever it may be, that don't look like me, don't talk like me. And I gotta realize too,
Bro,
that that's okay.
duh.
Yeah.
Listen, man, you gotta understand. I came up with something a few years ago. It's called the fallacy of social proof.
Fallacy is social proof.
There's a lot of online marketers, bro, who say they have done X, Y, and Z, but they don't. They're really just skilled marketers.
Uh-huh.
They don't have the portfolio. They don't have the resume. They don't have any of that. It's not against the law to lie in marketing.
It's actually like the standard market most of the time.
You know, it's marketing is positioning, you know, and getting somebody to feel a certain way, you know, and so you do that any way you can. And so most people that you're going to be working with are going to be older than you, bro. They're going to be more experienced. There's not a lot of, like, how many, you know, and you probably don't see it, but like, you know, I see a lot of different ads because, you know, like, that's what I look at, you know, because I'm interested in marketing. I'm interested in how people position themselves. Yeah, so I see ads all the time, and it's like, okay, there isn't 206. It's a different online marketer every time. It's like, okay, not all you guys are millionaires. I'm sorry. It's just not the case. It's not true. You don't have a vast, you know, okay, I'm gonna show you, I'm only 21 years old. Let me show you how I was able to amass 50 houses and
Fire ass portfolio.
right. It's like, nah, bro. No.
Nah, that's true, because what I do believe is a lot of motherfuckers is making more money off coaching than they do on.
They're making money off coaching than the thing, bro. And it's now easier than ever. You can get AIs making it easy for people to do stuff like that, bro. And because they're witty online and because their content wins, then they gain followers. And so people think, okay, he's got a lot of followers, he's convincing in his ads, then what he's selling must be real. And so it's the fallacy of social proof. Social proof is like, okay, you know, like when you're selling a product online, people follow the numbers. Okay, 100,000 people like this, 20,000 people commented. Okay, then what they're selling is legitimate. That's the fallacy of social proof. Okay, so and really, like, the ones that are really doing it, bro, they're just sitting behind the scenes. They got like 200 followers and they're following like 800. I've seen it so many times, it's unreal. The richest people, the most successful people are not 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. They're not on social, bro. They're in their mid to late 40s and up.
And that's the thing. I gotta find somebody that wants to, you know, come in with a younger nigga.
Bro, and a lot of them do, trust me.
So
Most of them do. Like 100% of them do. Okay. Because it's Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
Well, I mean, let's not say 100, because I've already talked to like a couple. And
don't get me wrong, there's some enterprising like us. You know what I'm saying? There's some that are out there really doing it, but
they're so busy that they don't have time to. But I'm not even asking niggas to teach me this shit, because I know some. You know, I'm not new around the block per se.
Nah,
but
you need to
just
though.
Getting in the same room. It's almost like working out with a with a group of people that are bigger than you, like that are more in a higher peak of physique than you are.
You know Gold's Gym? You know Gold's Gym?
Yeah, classic.
Yeah, I met the guy that bought it.
Okay, like the one in location or bought the whole?
Bought the whole company.
Oh shit! How'd that happen?
It's Dimitri's stepfather-in-law. Guy doesn't have social. Eager to help.
Stepfather-in-law?
Hmm?
What the fuck is a stepfather-in-law? You mean father-in-law?
No, stepfather-in-law. Kate's stepdad.
That's still just a father-in-law to him.
Stepfather-in-law.
See, bro, no, that's not how that shit works.
That's how it works.
No, it's not. I've
Yeah.
never heard of a stepfather-in-law.
He's
Heard of
a
father-in-law. Are they married? Kate's mom and him?
Yeah.
Then that's his father-in-law.
Nope. Stepfather-in-law.
Yeah, it's just one of this. Oh, come on, man.
Whatever, bro. Anyway.
It
doesn't matter.
Trying to see how long you was gonna go until you was gonna be like, fuck all that. Like,
Yeah, but you know, I told him, I was like, yeah, hey, look, I got this watch trading. He was like, man, I love seeing young hustlers. I'm a hustler myself. I love seeing it, you know. Here's how you impress people like that. You work hard. You outwork them. Because rich people aren't impressed by the money and all that other shit. They're impressed by how hard you work. Like, damn, that dude works hard, you know.
People will respect
And so that,
hard
and
work
so,
even if you ain't got a lot of motion. People will because you know it's crazy.
like, this dude's working
You
his
want a
ass
raise?
off.
You want a fucking raise? I'm telling you right now. At your office, every other day, move or walk quickly from one room to the other. It looks like you're busy as fuck. Nobody's gonna question it. I do this all the fucking time, by the way.
For real?
Bro, I just like move quick, but I already naturally move quick.
Yeah, yeah.
It's gonna make you look like you're hustling from one section to the other. Like you got shit, you got motion. When you if you ever think of somebody running from one location to the other, whether it's school or not, you think they got some shit.
He's busy. Let me get out of his way.
He can't walk.
Right.
He doesn't have enough time to walk.
Walking to the, you got that speed walk where it looks funny when you're walking. Shit, he's moving.
Bro, he got some.
Hey, you ever seen? Hey, bro. Okay, so you seen Elf, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Everybody's fucking seen that.
Bro, that scene with Donald Faison
What scene?
in the mall after Buddy stayed overnight in the mall and like redecorated everything.
Yeah.
Bruh. No, bro, when he was walking down that hall, I'm gonna have to show you that, bro. I'm gonna put the clip on this video. Bro, when he was walking down that hall, high waters, white socks, black shoes. Bruh, the funniest thing, one of the funniest things I've ever seen, he perfectly encapsulated like how somebody would in that position would be. Somebody's gunning for my job. You see it? It's good.
Random
It's a
question.
little too good.
Random question. So, zombie apocalypse or alien apocalypse?
Oh, zombie apocalypse. Aliens were just done.
No, I'm saying which one would you prefer?
Zombies.
Zombies?
Yeah, alien apocalypse. There is no alien apocalypse. We're done.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
What if they're on the same like level as us?
You said apocalypse.
Yeah, apocalypse. Like I'm saying, like it's the possibility of the end.
Okay.
Apocalypse doesn't
No,
necessarily
apocalypse
mean
means it's over.
Oh, okay. Well, fucking X-Men apocalypse. It's not over. His name is the end, but you know what I mean.
Okay, so so you're saying like
there's always
a battle?
Always a chance we can win.
Okay, but it is a
Always
battle
it's a
though.
battle.
But it's conflict.
It's a
Okay, I got you. I
fucking
got you. I
battle.
got you.
Yeah, there's always.
I got you.
We're like.
Nah, bro, we're done. We're done.
Which one? Both.
Zombie apocalypse is winnable. Aliens, we're done.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
And you know it's crazy. I would prefer zombie over alien because of the funness of it. I'm already prepared for it. Got my silencer suppressor, CZ.
You don't need no silencer for a zombie.
Nigga, what the fuck? Nigga, when's the last time you watched a zombie show? 101. Noise is the biggest concern when it comes to zombies.
What kind of zombies are we talking about though?
Nigga, zombies. What it's like?
I know, but we talking about Dawn of the Dead zombies that
Bro, we're
all of them
talking
run
about-
4-3s?
we're talking about
Or are we
zombies.
talking about Resident Evil zombies where they just like this?
No. But
Mix?
but Resident Evil zombies aren't even the old school Resident Evil zombies. Like they're like the zombies now respond off sound.
Okay,
and
obviously.
engagement. Matter of fact, have you seen all what's that shit called? All of Us on HBO Max. I know you're not a TV guy.
Play the game.
I know you played the game, but did you see the show? They created a show behind it.
No, I haven't
The
seen it.
show was phenomenal, man.
But that's different though.
But that's like the same.
Those are spores.
I know, but they're still like it's the same thing though.
No,
Zombies can be considered the undead. Not necessarily virus well they're both virus based, not necessarily spore based or bite based, whatever it may be. It's still a zombie because it's undead. It's a human body that's still moving. Zombie.
I think everyone's comfortable picking a zombie apocalypse because there's so many movies out about it,
no,
right?
I would prefer one because of the fact that it would be more fun, be more exciting. First off, I don't have to worry about what the fuck the zombies are saying. Aliens, I would have to like what I don't know how to communicate with them. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Zombies, it doesn't matter. Just shoot their ass. This is what it's like Call of Duty, but in real life, right? But the reason I would prefer it is just I feel like it would be more fun. I feel like with like aliens, you gotta fly battleships, you gotta the jets and shit like that. Shit, I don't even fucking know how to do.
Listen,
I need to
bro.
learn like how to fly a jet overnight just to shoot down one of these motherfuckers.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You learning how to fly a jet wouldn't even matter.
They would smoke me out the sky.
Bro, here's the thing, bro. Here's what you got to realize with an alien apocalypse. We can't even get off the planet. We can't even get to Mars, bro. They've managed to make it all the way here. We're done. There's no chance. We're instantly enslaved. As soon as we're here, we're done because that's just that, bro. Their technology would be so far advanced because here's the thing. You can't get here unless you use a wormhole, and wormholes don't occur in nature. They're man-made. So we're dealing with a species that can manipulate the fabric of time and space. We're just done. There's no hope.
It's a hopeless bout.
There's no hope. That's like what they were talking about with AI. Like if AI actually took over, they're like, yeah, it's not going to be like what it'll be in the movies, right? Where an AI misses. No, an AI would shoot a bullet in every possible location that you would go. We're talking about 100% lethality. If aliens come here, we are 100% dead. We've been to their will.
Okay.
There's nothing we'd be able to do.
Okay.
We're talking about an interstellar species, my boy.
That is facts. I'm just saying which one
Okay.
you prefer to fight.
Yeah, so no, I want no parts of those aliens. Give me the zombies.
He wants no smoke whatsoever.
Give me the zombies.
Okay, that makes sense. He said, I don't want any smoke with the aliens, man. But another question.
He's bringing in the tough questions to round out the episode.
Let's see. I'll make this one a little different. Okay.
I got one for you. What anime universe would you rather live in?
Oh, we talked about this one already.
We did?
Yeah, we did. That's why it sounds familiar to you. So I'm picking One Piece because of the adventure, remember?
Oh yeah, I did ask you that already.
The questions on my interview.
That's true. That's true.
How about this though? And we can still kind of go with that vibe. A superhero power infested world, or
So like My Hero?
yes, like quirk everywhere,
Uh-huh.
or a world where only a select few can have powers, and in order to accomplish getting a power, you have to go through a various amount of trials. So you're born with them in one world, the other one you have to work for it.
So everyone's capable
There's
of getting.
no guarantee you get them in the second world. The first world, you're born with them, and it's just random.
Oh, give me the second world.
Second world,
Yeah, give me the second world,
you
because
build it.
yeah,
You always go the harder route. It makes sense.
yeah, give me that second one, because then it's like, all right, there's probably going to be some sort of mythology out there,
Something that tapers to that particular.
Yeah, it's like, if you accomplish this, if you do this.
You capture this device or this artifact.
Right.
You get this type of power. I like that. Almost
Right.
like a Fate series. Like
Exactly.
a heroic spirit type of thing. Like you take on the ability of whatever that is.
Yeah.
That shit's
Heroic
lit.
Spirit, what's that?
You never heard of Fate?
Nope.
Well, Fate is a series that I found out about in 2016. 2015 or 2016, where they have hella seasons of it, or different, like, versions of it, but it's pretty much the same concept. It's about the Holy Grail, which these different factions or clans uh, recruit a heroic spirit or a spirit from mythology or a spirit from different theologies, and they recruit it. That spirit fights for them to win the Holy Grail, which they get in English granted if they win the Holy Grail. It's pretty dope. The fight scenes is crazy.
That sounds dope.
Like, yeah, so they have like a Lancer class, a Saber class, a Berserker class.
Who's the strongest class, or is it all like balanced?
Like it's all balanced. It just depends on what the heroic spirit is. So like, for example, a Berserker class would be like Hercules.
Oh.
Uh,
Hey, that's like a
Saber class would be Arthur. You know what I'm saying? Known for like the sword or type of ninja. Known
sword wielder. Okay,
yeah,
I
so
got you.
A lance class is that spear. You know what I'm saying? The person that's known for that. So Lancelot or whatever.
Yeah, I got you.
Different heroic spirits that are like in through time. So I love how anime, which is Japanese and or Asian inspired, typically.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, from other cultures.
They
Yeah.
do that shit a lot, which I love. Fucking skill.
I've been getting.
Got his ass. Ha!
Yeah, he been getting me.
First body of the day.
He got me already.
Oh, he did?
Oh hell yeah, I've been bit up 3
I was
times.
wondering if we should bring what you call it out here, but I was like, let's see what it's like. There's not a lot of vegetation.
Nah, there's probably water
Nah, but I
nearby.
like this, bro.
Nah, I like it too. It's comfortable.
Play around.
Yep.
Play around on this thing a little bit. Not a lot of places to climb up. To be honest, I'm kind of scared to go back this way, but
Got some loose rocks right here. Why you
this slides. Understand? I'm surfing this motherfucker down to this tank.
There's no way this is sliding.
Hey, this is the scene where in anime we do some shit like this, and some weird shit happens, and we get power somehow. Bro. Like,
Oh
we got
yeah,
we
you're
got
definitely right.
Unknown substances,
Barrels.
cinder blocks. Like we get trapped under here, and like some leaks on us, and then come out that bitch with some type
Storm comes. We get struck by lightning.
some
It mixes
strange
with the
shit.
chemicals, changes our DNA.
This is literally the shit you see in films. Oh, this one's kind of slanted. I don't know what the fuck this. There we go. But yeah, bruh. I think we'll probably do this more frequently. Then. I do want us to.
I like the
warehouse.
unseen stuff.
Yeah, I want us to find a warehouse or something that we can do it at. But what the fuck is this area? Or just and if we come across areas like around the city and shit, we can try that.
I like this rock in that hole.
Oh, you can do that.
10 racks.
10 racks?
Yep.
Okay, fine. And if you don't, it's always if you don't, nigga. Don't think you just get no.
Come on, bro. We're talking about a 1 in.
I know. So what if you don't?
Bro, the likelihood that I don't, it's more like right.
But you still, there has to be a consequence, fam. You don't just get a reward.
All right, I'll buy this round of dirty dough.
Sounds good. Let's get it.
Oh hell no!
Nah, come on, bitch. That's
No.
$3, man. Come on. Hey, stop jumping out, fam. You set the thing. So come on.
You're not gonna give me 10 racks if I make it.
How about this? I put on our deal. I put 10 racks when we get the funding. I already have mine.
All right. Let's see.
I'll put 10 racks on top of yours.
All right. Hey, it's on video. Unless you stop the video.
Nah. You looking scared.
I ain't looking scared.
Come on. 10 bands on the line. There you go, bitches. Let's get it.
I feel like I should have locked in a little bit
Bro,
tougher.
you should have took a little bit more time. I was just rushing you because, nigga, I'm trying to get that fucking dirty stuff.
Hey, I should have locked in a little bit tougher.
Oh, shit. Well, anyways, we appreciate y'all for tapping in once again. Don't forget to smash that like, smash and subscribe.
Follow us on our socials, Dorian D. Scotto and Aaron Vonner.
Let's go.
We'll catch
And
you guys.
Also, we'll just kind of pan what the fuck we was talking about of our secret little venue area. Show y'all more around real quick. Yada.
I can't resist throwing a rock every time I see one.
Another brick. We might actually do that shit on that next time.
On the Caterpillar?
Yeah, that's what the fuck it's called. Like, no, that's the brand.
Yeah.
Cat.
It's a earth mover dump truck thing.
Bulldozer. Yeah.
That is a bulldozer. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
All right, y'all. Thanks for fucking with us.
Peace.